And we are going to start in a comfortable seated position. Now, if you find that this, because of your knee hip situation, is not great, why don't you sit on the block? That really helps quite a bit. And we're going to start with opening up our shoulders. So grab the towel, and you want to grab the towel a diagonal way so that it gives you a little bit more distance. And what we'll do is start with breathing. So settle in here. Good. You're going to take a nice long inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Very nice. And we're going to do a lot of shoulders, but in a different way. Shoulders actually more like stretching our shoulders. So go ahead and grab the two ends of your towel and bring your arms right in front of your chest. With your next inhale, you're going to go ahead and lift your chest, and with an exhale, pull the ends of the towel apart. Inhale, gently release, and exhale, do the same thing again. One more time. Inhale, relax, and with an exhale, pull them apart. Just feeling that you're activating throughout the entire arms and your shoulders. And from here, with that gentle pull apart, we're going to start to lift our arms up, 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 up. You're going to come with your arms as far behind your ears as you feel comfortable. Take a nice long inhale. Don't bring your chin down or forward. And with an exhale, bring your arms once again in front of your chest. And again, inhale, and see if you can bring your arms slightly farther. Don't torture yourself, just a little bit is great. Exhale, down, forward. One last time, inhale. Maybe just a little bit farther yet. Don't bend your elbows. And forward. Very nice. Good. So now we're going to take a nice long inhale, and with an exhale, we're going to start to pull right arm, bringing our entire chest and upper body as far to the right as we can, and then start to pull with your left arm, bringing your arms in front of you. By now, you should actually feel that your arms are slightly burning. So pull with your right arm again. And inhale, come back to center, pull with your left arm. One more time. Pull, 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 pull. Maybe a little tiny bit deeper so your back starts to work as well. Coming back to center. Reach your arms up. Nice long inhale. Blood is coming right back. And exhale, drop it down in front of your chest. This time, we're going to start to pull with the left arm. Follow with the gaze if you can. And then pull with the right arm. This is what I want you to start noticing. Which way do you actually, so continue the movement, but which way do you rotate better, right or left? Take a mental note. One more time. All the way to the left. This is your exhale, 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 exhale. And with your inhale, you're coming back forward. Very nice. Release. Beautiful. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Relax your arms here. Maybe move your rib cage slightly side to side. Settle in. Place your hands in front of you. Round your back and drop your head. Arms in front. Everything is really relaxed. When you inhale, try and expand your rib cage as much as possible. So you sort of feel that you're rounding your back, and the distance between your shoulder blades is just so much greater. One more breath. Wonderful. All right, and from here, we're going to lift up, and we'll do a couple more things. So this time, you're going to keep the the towel in your right arm, unless of course somebody's using a strap, whoever's going to be watching it. And you're going to bend your right arm, release your left hand. You probably can see me in the mirror pretty well. My right hand now is coming as close to the area between my shoulder blades, and I'm going to bring my left arm behind me And I'm going to grab the towel and then very gently, I'm going to start to crawl my fingers toward each other. Now, mind you, I can definitely do this one. I can actually come and hook my fingers toward each other, but that's why we have this towel, so that if that's not an option, we're just relaxing here into it. 2 more breaths, please. 1 more. Nice. Go ahead and release that. Open things up, grabbing our towel in our left hand, bringing left elbow up as our left hand goes to this area between our shoulder blades, grabbing the towel with the right hand, starting to crawl our hands toward each other. And once again, noticing the difference between the right side and the left side. You may feel this in a completely different part of your arm, and that's okay. That's actually good. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Go ahead and release your arms. Roll your shoulders once again up, back, and down, bringing blood back into our arms, reaching them all the way up. And let's reach to the right side, leaning, 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 opening the left side of the body. Left hip is on the floor. 2 more breaths. With each exhale, try to reach the left arm just a tiny bit deeper. So don't make it completely isometric. Make it into those minute movements. Next inhale, coming up. And exhale, coming to the left side of the body. Nice. There's still that wall behind us, and we're going parallel to that wall, sliding up and down. Each exhale, moving a little bit deeper. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Coming all the way back up. Lovely. All right, place your feet flat on the floor and come into crouching position. Stay here for 3 breaths. Try to press the heel into the mat by pressing your hips into your heels. 1 more breath. Very nice. And then from here, we're going to go into forward fold as always and lift up. Wonderful. We'll do this a couple more times. Inhale, come on your tippy toes if you can. And then drop your heels down, drop your arms, forward fold. And from here right away, lift your arms, lifting all the way up. And once again, come on your tippy toes if you can. Reach as much as you possibly can and drop back down. Arms by your sides, swan dive, dropping down. 1 more time, opening all the way up. Lift on your tippy toes 1 last time if you can. And just come back onto your very flat feet. So I'm going to turn around. We're going to actually open up our feet. So I want you to try and roll onto the outer sides of your feet. And then bring them back flat. Lift one of your feet completely. Just come on your right heel. And then place it and press it into the mat. And then the opposite one. Once again, make a mental note as to which one is going a little bit higher, and drop it back down. Now bend your knee and actually come on the tippy toes of only 1 foot. I'm starting with my right one. And roll over your toes, gently, 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 tucking your toes under. Come back and bring your foot slowly back on the floor. All right, let's do the same thing on the other side. Come on your tippy toes. And from here, roll over, tucking your toes under, feeling a good stretch in the top part of your foot, and then roll back, and we're back down. Good. Settle in here. Very wonderful. Okay. You are at the top of the mat, If you were somewhere else, just please step forward. Reach your arms up again. And then bring your arms behind you. Once again, continuing to play with the flexibility of the arms. I'm going to turn around so that you see what I'm doing. I'm placing my palms together, and I'm going to try and find what is called the reverse prayer. So normally this is our prayer, right? These are our prayer hands. So now we're going to try and do the same thing on the other side. So bringing them back behind us, and we're going to rotate our fingers. And first we're going to just place them against our lower back. And then from here, we're going to try and scooch them as high up as we can against, and maybe we can find our prayer, maybe not. Now, if this is not an option, this is what we're going to do. Okay, drop your shoulders down, so find whichever one worked for you. Separate, once again, we're at the top of the mat. Separate your feet so that they're hip width apart. Find which way you can fold those arms behind you. Inhale, and with an exhale, come halfway. We are now in standing tabletop. 2 more breath. 1 more breath. Fold forward. And from here, inhale. And with an exhale, start to come up. Stop halfway. Inhale. And with an exhale, we're lifting up. Good. Hopefully that does not bother your shoulders. Reach your arms down, release them, whichever opportunity, wherever you are. Once again, opening things up and dropping down into forward fold through swan dive. Wonderful. All right. Soften your knees. Bring your left leg back. Drop that left knee on the floor, and let's slowly open up our legs and warm them up. So your hands are going to be on the floor, on the blocks, gently shifting hips forward, drawing big circles back to the right and forward. And again, left, back, right, and forward. And again. Good. When you come back forward, start with the opposite direction. So right, slightly back, left, forward. And again, inhaling and exhaling. One more time, inhaling and exhaling. Wonderful. All right, so now we're going to activate our legs because everything is fairly open. If you need to, place your hands on your right thigh and lift up into an easy lunge. Wonderful. All right, reach your arms all the way behind you. And now we're going to either find our reverse prayer or we're going to grab our elbows, whichever variation you have managed last time. Take your time coming there. Press into your right foot as you straighten your right leg and fold forward. Inhale up. Bend your right knee and come forward. And again, press into that right foot. The arms behind you should remind you that your back needs to be as arched as you can have it. Continue moving forward. One more time. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale up. And exhale forward. Release your arms. Reach them all the way up. Open things up. And hands are back on the floor. Tuck your left toes. Left foot comes forward. The right leg goes back. Drop on those right knees. Right knee, sorry. There's only one person here. Once again, start to draw those circles. Maybe you start counterclockwise, maybe clockwise. It doesn't matter. As long as you're breathing, as you're shifting your hips gently, right, left, forward, and back, opening things up 3 times in each direction. And we are aligning our breathing here. Start to pay attention to your shoulders. Release your right toes. Relax everything that does not need to be engaged. 2. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. And from here, maybe using your hands, maybe not. We're coming up into an easy lunge. Once again, reach. And now, if you are actually clasping your elbows, please exchange which arm is going to be closer to your spine. So readjust. Otherwise, if you have managed the reverse prayer, then we're good. Inhale. Press into that left foot and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale and arch if you can. Drop your shoulders and continue moving. Inhaling back, exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling up, exhaling forward. One more time. Shoulders back, chest is open, back is arched. And drop it down. Inhale up. And forward. Release your arms. Place your hands on the floor. Listen carefully. Left leg goes back. I want you to now separate your knees as much as possible. We're going to open up our inner thighs. We're going to start in the tabletop position. I'm going to turn so that you can see that my knees are quite wide apart. They may be actually completely outside of the width of your mat. Just go as comfortable as you can. Press your hips back first. This should get you a nice, good feel for what's going on in your upper inner thighs. And then lift forward. Make sure that your knees are comfortable with this. And very gently start to drop your hips forward. Your feet are on the floor. Only go as far as your body allows you. And again, start to go back. Nice and easy. If you think that you can separate your knees a little bit further, please do. And again, coming forward. Make sure that nothing hurts. It's unusual, but it should not be painful. One last time. Coming all the way back. And coming all the way forward. Beautiful. Shift your hips back one last time. And start to walk your feet. Then reposition those knees. Find in your kneeling position. If you cannot sit all the way on your heels, doesn't really matter. We can actually stand up on our knees. Because once again, we're going to start working with our arms. Then we're going to put everything together, I promise. So, while we were trying really hard to open up our shoulders and bring them back behind our back, now we're going to actually go in the opposite direction. Arms are going to go all the way out. We're so nice and open here. Inhaling with an exhale, right arm is going to swing under your left arm. And we're going to rotate them until our palms are connecting. If for one reason or another you're not quite there, just grab your left wrist, that's fine, okay? And very, very gently, inhale and start to lift your elbows as high as you can, and with an exhale, pull just a little bit into it, so round your back. And again, inhale, lift, go a little bit deeper. Can you lift your elbows? Really, really lift and arch your back. And with an exhale, draw them towards your belly, round your back. One more time, inhaling, lifting, opening your belly, if anything. And now we're closing that belly. Coming back into our neutral position, release your arms, maybe shake them a little bit. Roll your shoulders once again, open up. Hugging the world, left arm under right. Bending elbows and starting that twist and pretzel. Same exact situation. And again, if you are in this kneeling position, it's the exact same thing. Lifting all the way up, challenging how far you can go. And with an exhale, draw them towards your belly and round your back. And again, lifting all the way up, 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 up. And coming back in. One last time. Opening all the way up. And coming back in. Neutral position. Release. Very nice. And once again, tuck your toes, come into crouching position. Very nice. Forward fold. Lift all the way up. If you're not, step forward. Very nice. So now, once again, we're going to draw our arms all the way out, and we are in this forward fold. Do not drop your arms right away. Keep that forward fold. Note how deep you've managed to get there, and now soften your knees. Hands on the floor. Left leg goes back. Drop your left knee on the floor, and almost right away, I want you in this beautiful open lunge. Settle in here. Now, reach your arms all the way up, and then left one under right. Connect. Reach as high as you can. You see how great your arch here is? Inhale. And with an exhale, both press into your right foot as well as fold forward. Start to come forward and arching. And there's a lot of balancing going on, so please be gentle. Don't rush. Forward fold. One last time. Lots of strength in those legs here. Lifting and coming forward. From here, come back into neutral position. Release your arms, place them back on the floor. Tuck your toes, left foot forward, right one back. Same thing, right knee goes on the floor, and right away, we're coming up. Reach, open up, right under left. Twist and arch. Nice long inhale. And from here, pressing into that left foot. So everything is happening simultaneously. You're pressing and straightening that left leg, and you start to immediately fold forward, as well as coming back into this nice and long, beautiful arch. And forward. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Come back into neutral position. Release your arms. Hands back on the floor and step your right foot forward. Staying in our chair pose here. Really warming up our knees. And actually, we're going to start preparing, and we're going to play a little bit here with the eagle. So please have that chair handy. Lift up into mountain pose. So I'm going to stand next to the chair, just so that I can show you what is exactly we're going to be doing. So legs definitely are quite open, so are our arms. We are absolutely ready to do this. So you're going to go ahead and drop into your knees. Good. Find balance on that left leg. And again, feel free to hang on to that chair. It's not a big deal. Okay. You're going to release that right leg. Inhale, and with an exhale, you're going to cross your right thigh over your left thigh. Place your right toes on the floor. Find your balance. Two more breaths. Don't fold forward, shoulders back. Good, release your toes, bring it back in, relax. One full breath. Good. Back into your chair, easy chair, we're not going all the way down. Again, if you need, hold on to your chair, release that left leg, swing it over, and place your toes on the floor near your right foot. The nearer those toes, the greater, obviously, the balance here. So concentrate, pull your shoulders back. Your back is really arched, if anything. Good. Go ahead and release that. Nice. We're going to go a little bit deeper now, and then you're going to find your own variation. I promise it's going to be a lot of fun. So, once again, here we are. Settle into that left foot. Release your right one. Open everything up. Swing. And this time, see if you can hook. Hold on to that chair. See if you can actually hook your right leg over the ankle of your left leg. If you can, find your balance. If that's not an option, keep holding on to the chair. Right now, we're just looking at the flexibility in the hips, because there's a good chance, since I cannot see you, this is not an option. Then, and if that's the case, I just want you to go ahead and lift your right foot so it's no longer on the floor, and you're really playing here with your balance. And lift. Your heart rate should go up now. And again, now on the other side. Feel free to hold on to that chair as you find it. So, if you think you can hook it, wonderful. If hooking is not an option, try to just not place it on the floor and play here with your balance. And we're back. All right, shake your legs. Now, for your next one, once you have established your balance, whichever variation it is for your right foot, I need you to actually find that balance, because we no longer will be able to play with the chair. We're going to start adding our arms to it, okay? So if you don't think that you are 100% comfortable, keep the toes on the floor or close enough so that you can always tap the floor. Again, easy, balance, switching our balance to the left leg, swinging our right leg all the way out, and maybe starting with our toes on the floor. Let's just go with the easy variation. Bring your arms all the way out, left arm under right. Find that rotation, find. And now, let's see if we can actually leave those toes off the, lift them off the floor. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. And release. And lift. Good. Wonderful. All right. Last one. I promise you're doing great. I know you are. I can't see you, but I know you are. And swing. Place your toes on the floor. Let's start here. Squeeze your thighs into each other. Right under left. Find it. And now go ahead and find your 3 breaths. Arch your back. Pull your shoulders back. Almost there. Almost there. And release. Everything works much better when you know that you have that safety, that you can hang on to the chair, to the wall, or we can place our toes on the floor. This, interestingly enough, is a really, really good, very good stretch, both for the knees, for the ankles, and for the hips. So I hope that you're going to remember this one. All right. And very wonderful. Reach your arms all the way up again. Forward folds, one dive. Good. Drop your sit bone down, lift all the way up through the upper body into the chair, reach your arms around, and either clasp your elbows and find reverse prayer. Good, nice. Reach, so try and press your hands into your mid-back, opening up that chest. One more breath, please. Good. Look down if that helps. Release your left leg and step it back. Lunge. No more knees. We have arrived here. Very good. Staying here. And now we're going to go ahead and press into that right foot, straightening our right knee, dropping our chest as low toward the right knee as we can. And lift up again. And bring your right knee forward. Great. Release your arms. Left one under right. Twist. Lift as high as you possibly can. Arch that back. Inhale. And with an exhale again. Forward fold with a very straight right knee. Lift up again. Bend your right knee. Nice. Reach your arms all the way up toward the ceiling and bring your hands once again behind you. Reversed prayer, or you're grabbing your elbows. Step your left foot forward. Nice. No breaks here. We're almost done. We're going to go on the floor after this. Right leg back. Open up. Settle into your lunge. Find your balance. Inhale. And with an exhale, right heel goes to the floor if you can. Straighten your left leg and forward. Start to inhale as you lift up. And with an exhale, left knee is bending. Open up your arms, right under left. Beautiful. And we're going to go into arch. Inhale. And with an exhale, forward fold into straight left leg. One more time. Bending that left knee, lifting up with those elbows coming really, really, really high. And folding forward. Coming back. Finding our neutral position. Opening up. Hands are going to go all the way up as you step your right foot forward. Chair. And lift into the mountain pose. Yes. We did really well. Okay. Now we're going to go on the floor. And since everything is nice and open, we're going to do a couple of things here. And they're going to be very funny, but I know that we can definitely do it. So the shoulders are open. We didn't really push them very hard today. What we were doing is working on the range of motion and on the flexibility. So what we're going to do on the floor before we go on our backs is we're going to go ahead and find our down dog. No big deal. All is open. You're going to release your left leg and bring it under your right one and see, bend your right knee. So you're finding that eagle legs that we did standing up. It should not be that big a deal. Bring your body forward, rotate onto that right leg. Good job, good job. See if you can find that funky little side plank. If you cannot, keep your left hand on the floor. 3 breaths. This is very challenging, We're gonna go back on the floor, relax for just a minute. We'll try and do the same thing on the other side. All right, lift up, down dog. Soft left leg. Bring your right move under your left and find your variation here. Rotate onto that left leg and either stay here with both hands in this rotation or find your fallen eagle. Release, readjust, reset. Lovely. Very, very, very nice. Stretch your arms forward. I hope that you feel right now that your elbows are, that your shoulders are that much more open after everything that we have done. Your child's pose should actually feel a little different than normal. Better, happier. Very nice. And then from here, we're going to lie down on our backs. Settle in. Your knees are bent. Your feet are flat on the floor for now. You're going to flatten your shoulder blades here. And then from here, swing your arms and bring them all the way above your head. This probably will force your lower back to arch slightly. Good. If you find that you need the strength of your arms to help you with this next one, that's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. Otherwise, keep your arms up, arch your back gently, place your right ankle on top of your left knee, press your right knee out, and you actually have to use the strength of your right leg to do that, so don't allow it to come out. Of course, you have to manage it given all the hip and ankle situations. Press into your left foot and lift up into the bridge. 2 more breaths. Good. Start to round your back, using your core muscles, coming back in. Good. And we're switching. Right foot down, left ankle on top of your right knee, pressing that knee as far back as our hips and knees allow us. Bring that right foot a little closer to your glute. Inhale and exhale. Good. And now start to bring that spine back on the floor so we're not using our arms if possible. So keep this figure 8 now so that your left ankle is on top of your right knee. You're going to bring your arms now to help because what we're going to start doing is just a twist. So start to move your right knee that carries your left ankle to the right side of the body. Good. Now reach with your right hand and grab your left knee. Bring your left arm over to the other side and pull your right knee toward the floor. So normally when we do this stretch, we either have our knees parallel to each other or our knees completely crossed. This time, your left knee is a foot above your right, or the entire shin bone above your right, basically. And that makes the stretch slightly different. And I hope that your lower back actually enjoys it. 3 more breaths. Incidentally, we're also opening up our hips. Good. Release that left knee, lift it, and start to bring your hips back on the floor. Good. Hopefully you liked it. All right, let's switch. So right ankle over left knee. Settle in here, right arm is out. Inhale in with an exhale. Drop your left knee that carries your right ankle with it to the left side of the body. Then from here, left hand extends, grabs your right knee and starts to pull it toward the floor. Two more breaths. One more. Great. From here, release that and lift. Yay. Excellent. So bring your knees once again towards your chest. Relax, reset, open things up. Your lower back should be happy. Your shoulders should be happy. And from here, we're going to start to wind down, although we will end up doing one more stretch. So, as always, we're going to squeeze every muscle in your body, as we always do before we drop into Final Shavasana. You're going to hug your knees. You're going to separate your toes. You're going to squeeze your fingers into the flesh of your arms. You're going to bring your nose in. You're going to take a nice long inhale. And with an exhale, everything drops down to the floor and you start to relax. And for the next 2 minutes, everything is going to be just heavy. Nothing else is important. We're just heavy. Your shoulders are happy and open and heavy. Your chest, your spine, your rib cage, your hips, your thighs, your knees. It's just heavy, 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 heavy. You cannot lift anything. It's completely restful. Relax your ankles. Relax your toes. Your toes worked pretty hard today. Relax your fingers and your wrists. Relax through your arms and back to your shoulders. Check and make sure that they're still heavy and relaxed. Your neck, your throat, your jaw. Your next inhale is going to be really long. Keep your eyes closed, keep everything very heavy. And I want you to listen to the music of the air as it passes into your lungs and reaches every corner of your body. And with an exhale, let go long. Press gently with your belly to squeeze the air out of your body. And just like that, 2 more times. With each exhale, you're getting even deeper into this heaviness. We're not ready to be awake. One more long inhale, filling your body with air, and one more long exhale, giving in. Relax your breathing after that. Wonderful. And from here, with your next inhale, reach your arms above your head. Maybe roll your head gently side to side to wake things up, easy. And slowly find your way back into a seated position. Take your time. Don't rush. You're just waking up. So we're going to go for the last stretch. And as far as I remember, there are hip limitations. So if this is not an option, I'm going to show you a different option. So option number one is going to be to draw your left very bent leg under and bringing your right one over and trying to arrange as great into the stretch as possible. If this is not an option because of the knee or the hip, straighten the bottom leg. No big deal. Just bend the top leg. Okay? So the right one is on top. I'm going to go for the full variation. Once again, we're going to reach our arms all the way out and left under right. And again, little pretzel, placing hands together. And I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but this is what's called a cow's face. One more breath. You're going to return. This should feel so much easier now to bring those arms together. And we're going to switch. A right leg under, left one over. And again, if it's too hard, you can extend your right leg and bend your left. Wonderful. Wherever you are, settle in, reach, right one under, left. Continue into that pretzel. Palms hopefully together. I'm going to check in on you in just a minute. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Release. And wherever you are, reach your arms all the way up. Legs are all the way in front. Palms together. No more reverse prayer hands. They come to your heart center. And thank you so much for joining me for this class. Namaste. All right, I'm going to